The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Hello everybody. Today we took the boat across to Sound Beach, Long Island. It was about 15-20 miles, give or take, from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And the North Shore of Long Island is pretty nice when it comes to visibility. I've been very fortunate every time I've come over here, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed this time either. We're not even 5 feet under the boat, and we can already start to see the bottom. Today's max depth is about 21 feet. And the water is nice and warm. As we get down to the bottom, we come across the usual suspects. He's a little worked up. Take it easy, buddy. And here you can see that spirally thing there. Looks like corrugated hose. That's actually egg casings for Whelks, which are these big giant snails, which you'll see a few of them coming up shortly. Some more egg casings. Some more egg casings. And here's what eventually comes out of those egg casings. These are some pretty big whelks. My Italian friends like to put these things in salads. And a little hermit crab who has moved into a whelk shell. Here's another whelk that's hit the wall. Kind of like a purple skin color. And these guys don't move very fast. They take their sweet time. Here's a hermit crab who's got a hitchhiker up on the top. I don't even think he's aware of it. But that little crab is getting a free ride. And as I was saying earlier, they don't move very fast. You can see here that whelk in the middle of your screen. He's got nowhere to be today, so he's just taking it nice and slow. There's a big rock here, and in the middle of your screen, if you look closely, you'll see a little bit of activity going on there. You got to look again. You're going to have to rewind it and watch it a couple times to see it. But there's a little bunch of squid eggs down there, and if you look closely, there's some squid. Now every time I would get closer to the eggs, the squids would beat it. So we decided to put our camera down and swim away, and this is what we got to see. And you see I don't know if these are boy squids or girl squids, but there's some eggs, and they're tending to their eggs. I don't know who's doing what. But we got some great squids coming in here. And they're just doing their thing. And there we have a couple porgies Just being nosy. And if you look at the back left distance, you can see a whole bunch of little hermit crabs going about their daily routine. And the squids come back. A lot of people say you got to go out of town to see incredible marine life, but we've got it right here in the Long Island Sound. You just kind of got to shop around a little bit to find it. As long as we kept a safe distance, wow, look at these guys are changing color and everything. And if you look right there, ooh, he's giving him a bear hug. I don't know if they're fighting or if they're making friends or they're working on more eggs. But these three squid were like good old buddies, just hanging out, going for the eggs. I don't know if this is what you do on a Sunday when you're a squid, but these guys are pretty intent on going over to those eggs. Well, squid guys come back all quiet, and then the porgies come in and start eyeballing them and go in for a quick little whatever they do with the eggs, and then poof, they're gone like little rocket ships. These guys are quick. There's no way I'd keep up with them. You can barely see them. You can almost see right through them. They must have liked me because they didn't ink or anything. I don't even know if squids ink, but these guys didn't. Apparently, these guys are all over the sound. And they will come out at night if you shine bright lights in the water. Here's another whelk who's going off the reservation. Out in the open sand. So we get back into the wild terrain. And this whelk's got one of them crazy spiral, like I can hear the ocean shells on his back. And he's just kind of big, about the size of a baseball. But off here to the left, if you watch, there he is. I'm pretty sure this is a sea robin. They're all different colors. I guess it depends on where they are or where they're from. And if you keep watching, oh, you didn't see that one, did you? Now there's two. And these guys didn't make a beeline for it. They just, I don't know if they were just checking me out, trying to see how fast I could swim. But I did my best to stay with them. Yeah, they've got these like leg things. They kind of walk around on them. Yeah, these guys were moving pretty good, and I was able to keep up with them. I'm surprised they stuck together. I normally see one at a time. And I started to think that they were just getting me to swim around to kick up all the food in the dirt. Now I backed away to show you the visibility, but this is after I just did a bunch of circles with those sea robins. And look at this. Guy's gonna come in and ruin the shot. And his buddy too. And this thing, I've never seen one of these before. I think it's called a sand dab. It's kind of like a fluke that got the short end of the stick with the tail. Look at that, there's nothing to it. I was laying on the ground and this thing was fluttering up against my leg. So he was probably buried and I was on top of him. And it happened again, and there's an even smaller one over here. You'll see just how small he is. Here's my hand, little tiny guy. So we're going to start to head on back to the anchor line. And I've got some clam chum to feed these little guys. And they are like rabid little piranhas. going crazy for a little piece of clam. These are small porgies. I think this is like the training grounds for them. But if I don't have my lights on, you'd never see them. The lights that I'm shining are reflecting off of their sides. And you can kind of see that once they turn, you ain't going to see them. Well, as we watch our porgy buddies swim around and get a free meal, I'd like to thank you for diving with us again today. And you can see that the Long Island Sound is not exactly what you think. But again, you got to know where to go. And every place is different. But the North Shore never seems to disappoint me. So if you're interested, you could follow along with us at Squalus Marine Divers on Facebook. And you can look us up on YouTube. And there's about 80 some odd other videos to watch. So until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.